is one of the options, not the only one. Chelsea are considering 3-4 goalkeepers, waiting to decide who is the favorite option. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here, as always, to keep you posted on the transfer market. Today, guys, we have to mention about Chelsea goalkeeper, something else about Chelsea, but also the situation of Victor Osimhen, the situation of Dovbyk for Atletico Madrid, also Merino and Nico Williams. Let's jump into it together. And so guys, let me start today's video by mentioning Chelsea, because Trevoh Chalobah is not traveling with the squad for the US tour. The decision has been made, has been a tough and difficult decision, but Chelsea believe they are covered in that position, and so we can say that it's almost over between Chalobah and Chelsea, looking for solutions for the defender on the market. In England, in Germany, in Italy, several possibilities. They will now explore the market, but with the player not traveling to the US, we can say that it's almost over between Chelsea and Chalobah, looking for solutions with the player. Really disappointed and sad about the situation. He thought he did his best for Chelsea in the second part of the season again after he returned from the injury, but Chelsea have made different decision. Also important to say, Petrovic is not with the squad, but is expected to come very soon after he is feeling good after his small injury. But Petrovic could be on the move because Chelsea, as I told you, are looking for a new goalkeeper. Exclusive story of the day: contacts ongoing between Chelsea and Philip Jorgensen camp. Is one of the options, not the only one. Chelsea are considering 3-4 goalkeepers, waiting to decide who is the favorite option, but Jorgensen is appreciated, so Chelsea made contact with the agents of the player to understand about the salary, the request, the ideas of the player, and it was a positive contact because Jorgensen is interested in joining Chelsea. Now it's on the club. Let's see how the discussion will go, but Philip Jorgensen is a candidate for the Chelsea goalkeeping role. Then important to say also on Chelsea that their appreciation for players who can be used as center striker remains, because we know they want a right-footed winger, we know they want a goalkeeper, but also the striker position is something that they could cover in the final 5 weeks of the summer transfer window. And so what about that? The idea of Chelsea remains to wait a few days to understand the situation in terms of opportunities on the market. But for example, the appreciation they have, as I already told you last week and 2 weeks ago, in Samu Omorodion remains. Omorodion remains a player appreciated by Chelsea in case Atletico Madrid would open the door for Omorodion later in the window. Chelsea could be there. At the moment, and since June, Chelsea understood that Atletico have no intention to open the door and that the player is happy there, but in case this stance changes over the transfer window, Omorodion remains a player appreciated by Chelsea. Who is appreciated by Chelsea, but his top priority for Barcelona is Nico Williams. And the update of the night I can give you is that the optimism at Barcelona in terms of board, president, technical staff, all people involved, is very, very high. So Barca feel that they are getting closer to signing Nico Williams. The feeling I have tonight, speaking to my sources, is that Barca believe that probably what they need now, more than on player side, where they expect Nico Williams to say yes. So Barca are confident to get the final green light from Nico, very confident, extremely confident. They are now waiting for the approval from La Liga. So Barca are working hard on this deal. The contact of last week was very positive. Now they keep working to have the final green light, but someone at Barca really believes that this is going to be fine with Nico, and they just need to have the approval of La Liga to proceed with financial fair play. So this is the feeling, as I told you over the weekend. This week will be really important. Work in progress for Barcelona and Nico Williams. Barca know that they have to get it done as soon as possible to avoid problems with Premier League clubs interested in the player. Also important to say, guys, something on Victor Osimhen. For Victor Osimhen, as I told you already in the video earlier today, the situation between PSG and Napoli is getting complicated, but let's enter into some details of this point. PSG told clearly to Napoli they have no intention to include Kang-in Lee in the negotiation. No chance. PSG told Napoli that they will not pay the release clause. No chance. So at the moment everything is in total standby and potentially off. Let's see if Napoli change their stance and decide to reduce the price tag for Osimhen. At the moment still no. What I can tell you 100% is that the player is still keen on leaving Napoli. The player wants to leave Napoli. The player wants to play somewhere else. So this remains the idea. Could be Saudi, could be a different situation with PSG, but now PSG are really clear in their position. They also informed Gonzalo Ramos and Colomoni of the intention to continue with them. So let's see what happens there, but at the moment, total standby between Napoli and PSG for Victor Osimhen. This is the situation. Talking about strikers, talking about opportunities from Spain, let me tell you something also on Merino, because for Merino, the interest of Arsenal remains absolutely strong. Arsenal full focus these days is on closing the deal for Riccardo Calafiori. There is still no bid for Merino, interest from Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, but also Arsenal made several calls on player side to confirm the interest in the player. Merino is one of the candidates for the midfield, not the only one, but the interest is genuine. So we keep mentioning Arsenal as a club interested in Merino, and could be one of the deals they will follow later this week. Could be a possibility, later this week, not to close the deal, but to start entering into important stages of the conversation, waiting to close Calafiori first, could be in the next 24 hours, and then in the midfield, Merino is one of the names. Again, there is no official bid, but the interest is genuine, and some contact already took place for this really interesting midfielder. And then Atletico Madrid. Atletico fans, I know you're waiting for your new striker. I can tell you that the next 24 hours could be very positive for Atletico Madrid, because Dovbyk, the top scorer of La Liga last season at Girona, is getting extremely close to joining Atletico Madrid. From what I'm hearing, is a matter of hours, optimism in the club to get the deal done. While I'm speaking, tonight is not done yet, but big optimism to get the deal done. What I'm hearing is that Atletico would not pay the clause, but would go for a different structure of the deal. But this is the point, negotiating the structure, but optimism at the club to make the deal happen for Dovbyk, who already said yes to Atletico Madrid. So Atleti will really try to bring Dovbyk to the club this week. After Lenormand, also Dovbyk. This is the idea, this is the mission. And then let me finish by mentioning Joao Felix, because for Joao Felix, we know about the situation with Barcelona, but I keep telling you guys, for Barça is Nico Williams number 1, Nico Williams number 2, Nico Williams number 3, and Nico Williams number 10, because Barça are obsessed with Nico. Then, as soon as they will get the Nico deal done, they will think on other targets. So at the moment with Joao Felix, they're not advancing. For Joao Felix, keep an eye also on Aston Villa. They sold Moussa Diaby to Al Ittihad, 60 million euros, 5-year contract, deal to be completed this week. Now they are considering Joao Felix. It's very expensive, salary, fee, so complicated deal, not an easy one for Aston Villa, but super appreciated by Unai Emery. Unai Emery would love to bring Joao Felix to Aston Villa. So they will try. Let's see if they can make it happen. Difficult, complicated, but Villa want to try for Joao Felix this summer. We will see what happens there. And so guys, let me know your thoughts on all these stories, from Joao Felix to Dovbyk, Victor Osimhen, who is the Chelsea goalkeeper you want, and also Chalobah, Nico Williams, Victor Osimhen. Let me know your opinion here in comments, like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. See you soon with Fabrizio. Ciao.